Hello and welcome to World This Week by Latest Laws. We come up with this video every week, so subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss a video from Latest Laws. Let's get started with significant developments before the Supreme Court of India. The Honorable Apex Court has sought the Centre's response on a plea which has raised a legal question as to whether publication of barracks by private entities amount to infringement of the government's copyright. The Honorable Apex Court has adjourned the hearing on the petition challenging the election of Prime Minister Narendra Modi from Varanasi parliamentary seat held in May last year. The Supreme Court Bar Association has announced its COVID-19 financial assistance and grant scheme to its members. Advocates in need will be able to get Rs 20,000 one-time aid. The Union government is considering registration of all migrant workers in a centralized scheme to enable them and their families the benefit of social security schemes. The NHRC has issued notice to Bihar and Gujarat governments and railways over the death of migrants due to delayed train journeys. The Honorable Apex Court has sought a detailed reply from the MHA in 4 weeks on a petition seeking timely disposal of mercy plea in death row cases. The BCI has written to the CJI requesting resumption of physical hearing from June 1st in all courts as virtual hearings were confined to privileged advocates. The Supreme Court has sought response from PCI Center in plea against media criminalizing Tablighi Jamaat incident. Now let's move on to the major developments that took place in the Delhi High Court. In a significant development, it has been held that where there are agreement between a landlord and a tenant which contains a force majeure clause providing for some sort of waiver or suspension of rent, only then the tenant could claim the same. In the case of Madhu Koda versus State through CBI, it has been held that Amendment to the Prevention of Corruption Act 2018 cannot be applied for offences committed prior to the changes made in the Act and that it does not have retrospective effect. The Registrar General has been directed to file an urgent report on the number of sexual abuse cases dealt with by the trial courts where bail applications were heard without hearing the complainant. The Session Court has refused to grant anticipatory bail to a 33-year-old doctor booked for sexually abusing a COVID-19 patient. 20 charge sheets will be filed by Delhi Police against 83 foreign nationals in Delhi Saket Court over Tablighi Jamaat event held in March, which has been linked to thousands of coronavirus cases in India. The High Court has pulled up the National Investigation Agency, that is the NIA, for hurriedly transferring social activist Gautam Navlakha, who is facing probe for his alleged role in the Bhima Koregaon violence case, to Mumbai. Now let's move to major developments of the Bombay High Court. The court has rejected a plea by a 33-year-old who is pregnant with twins and who had sought permission for termination of pregnancy of one of the fetuses affected by Down syndrome. The court has directed the magistrates court to expeditiously decide bail applications filed by prison authorities so as to lessen the prison population in Maharashtra in view of the coronavirus pandemic. Here are some of the top stories from Gujarat High Court. The court has directed the state government to acquire up to 50% beds in all multi-speciality private and corporate hospitals in and around the city so that people suffering from COVID-19 get better treatment and ventilator support. Moving on to the Andhra Pradesh High Court. The court has issued notice to 49 persons, including an MP and an ex-MLA, for allegedly commenting against the decision of the High Court. Next we have the Orissa High Court. The court has observed that if a person engages in sex on a false promise of marriage, then it does not constitute rape, though the same may not be socially approved. Next segment is of Jharkhand High Court. The Jharkhand High Court Association of Advocates on Monday said it has reached out to at least 225 needy advocates by providing them with financial and other assistance since the coronavirus pandemic induced a lockdown which started in March 2022. Moving on to the Punjab and Haryana High Court. The court has sought response from the Ministry of External Affairs to apprise it whether for adoption under the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, no objection certificate from the Central Adoption Resource Authority, that is CARA, is required or not. A local court has granted interim bail to 4 cops and another man facing an FIR under Arms Act, along with Punjabi singer Sidhu Moosewala. The court fixed 9 June as the next date of hearing. Let's discuss the major developments before the miscellaneous segment. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, in a fresh notification, has extended the validity of all statutory documents related to motor vehicle till July 31st. The Serious Fraud Investigating Office, a probe agency that comes under the Corporate Affairs Ministry, is ordered to probe against Jayaprakash Associates and JP Infratech for alleged financial irregularities. Alumni of National Law School Bangalore has raised enough funds in less than half a day to fly 180 migrant laborers from Mumbai to Ranchi. This will be the first time in history of Indian aviation that a group of private individuals has planned to evacuate stranded migrants by a flight. The District Consumer Disputes Redressal Forum has penalized Big Bazaar with Rs 12,000 fine for asking a customer to pay Rs 18 for a cloth carry bag in 2 separate cases. That's all we have for this week. We'll come up with the next segment of World This Week soon. Until then, stay tuned and take care.